Before we go any further, let me set the tone. What you're looking at isn't a product reveal. It's a future-facing idea shaped by AI-driven design and creative storytelling meant to imagine how motorhome living might evolve. This vehicle isn't real, it isn't available, and it isn't something you'll see on the road tomorrow. It exists purely for imagination, exploration, and entertainment. With that perspective in mind, I want to walk you through a concept that rethinks what it means to travel, live, and move in the future. The first thing that hits me is the sheer presence of this vehicle. It's long, low, and almost architectural in how it carries its mass. This doesn't feel like a traditional motorhome stretched out. It feels like a modern building that decided to move. The body is wrapped in a smooth satin metallic finish that reflects light softly rather than aggressively. No sharp edges, no unnecessary lines. Everything flows horizontally, reinforcing length and stability. What really defines the exterior is glass. Massive, uninterrupted glass panels run across both levels. They're tinted just enough to feel private, but transparent enough to reveal a warm, layered interior. This isn't hiding its living space, it's proudly displaying it. The lighting is subtle and continuous. Thin LED bands wrap around the body, acting more like ambient architecture lighting than headlights or taillights. At night, this would glow rather than shine. It feels calm, intentional. The wheels sit low and wide, tucked cleanly under the body. Multiple axles distribute weight evenly, giving the impression that this thing moves slowly, confidently, and without drama. These aren't aggressive off-road tires. They're designed for stability, silence, and endurance. Up top, the roof is doing quiet work. Solar panels are integrated flush into the surface. No racks, no clutter, just clean energy capture built directly into the form. Even the doors blend into the body lines. No visible handles interrupt the design. Everything here suggests a future where function doesn't need to announce itself. Step inside mentally, because the interior is where this concept really reveals its ambition. This is a two-level living space, stacked like a modern loft apartment. On the lower level, the first thing I notice is openness. The seating area feels more like a living room than an RV lounge. Soft, neutral-toned sofas are arranged around low tables, creating actual conversation zones. Nothing is bolted awkwardly against walls. Everything feels placed. Natural wood paneling lines the walls and floors. Not glossy, not flashy, just warm, textured, and calming. It immediately shifts your mindset from vehicle to home. The kitchen area is compact but refined. Flat surfaces, hidden appliances, integrated storage that disappears when not in use. This is designed for real meals, not survival cooking. A discreet washroom sits toward the center, finished in stone-like textures and soft lighting. It feels spa-inspired rather than utilitarian, the kind of place you wouldn't rush through. Now, the upper level. This is where the concept becomes almost surreal. The staircase is minimal, more like floating steps than a ladder. At the top, private sleeping quarters stretch across the length of the vehicle. Each bedroom feels personal, enclosed, and quiet. Large beds sit low to the floor, framed by wood panels and indirect lighting. There's no harsh overhead light. Everything glows softly from hidden sources. Curtains slide silently across the glass walls when privacy is needed, When they're open, you're essentially sleeping inside the landscape. Even the cockpit area follows the same philosophy. No clutter, no traditional dashboard chaos, just a clean control surface, panoramic forward glass, and a seating position that feels more like a captain's chair than a driver's seat. Powering this concept is a fully fictional clean energy system designed for future travel lifestyles. It's imagined as a hybrid electric platform called the Aurora Drive Core. The system blends high-capacity solid-state batteries with solar-assisted regeneration. Combined output sits around 620 horsepower. Not for speed, for smooth, effortless movement. Acceleration would feel linear and silent, no vibration, no engine drama, just consistent forward motion, even at full load. The vehicle is designed to manage its own energy usage intelligently. Climate control, lighting, and power draw adapt automatically based on driving conditions and available solar input. This isn't about performance numbers. It's about removing stress from long-distance travel. One of the most interesting ideas here is how the vehicle treats space as flexible rather than fixed. Furniture modules subtly reconfigure depending on time of day. Living areas open up during daylight. Sleeping zones become more enclosed at night. Acoustic insulation is prioritized heavily. Even while moving, the interior is imagined as library quiet. Smart glass adjusts tint automatically depending on sun angle and privacy needs. You're never thinking about it. It just happens. This concept also imagines a future where vehicles are less about control and more about trust. Advanced driver assistance handles long highway stretches, allowing occupants to exist, not just ride. This is designed for future travelers who value time over speed. Imagine summer journeys where the road itself becomes part of your living space. This could serve as a mobile base for hikers, photographers, or remote workers. Park near a coastline. Wake up inside the view. Long journeys wouldn't feel exhausting. They'd feel continuous. Off-grid living becomes realistic, not romanticized. Energy generation, water efficiency, and space design all support extended stays without isolation. This isn't about escaping society, it's about redefining movement. Concepts like this aren't predictions, they're questions. What if travel felt calmer? What if vehicles respected human rhythm? What if moving didn't mean disconnecting? This fictional motorhome doesn't exist in the real world. It exists in imagination, shaped by AI design and creative exploration. And that's exactly where ideas like this belong for now. If this future vision made you think differently about travel, stay curious. There's always another idea waiting just ahead.